What's up, everybody? It's the Books and Bix Show. I am Bix Bested. I have a tift of a tooth. This is Books. We'll get to that. We have a very hectic, manic, exciting, crazy energy in the studio more than usual than today. And before we get into the full part of the episode, we would just like to put out a little like PSA in which we will put to the wonderful Books and she will explain herself.
Yes, I am books, and I don't know how to describe me right now. I had one glass of wine and now I'm dead. So I'm also very exhausted and in black and white because no one wants to see these bags. So that being said, because I'm this today and have zero energy and um yeah, we have a special guest tonight
Very
and we're
special.
very excited.
Very exciting.
Very excited. Very excited. Drum roll, please.
Rounding applause. Oh, no, I can't do that. I'll make everything like blow out. Oh, I could do it on my chest.
We have Shane,
Shame!
our producer extraordinary.
The crowd
I
goes
am
wild.
extraordinary.
You are
Yes.
It's
extraordinary.
very.
Yes. Absolutely. I will take that. It
Oh God.
is the Books, Becks, and Boys show today.
Oh,
Hello.
Yes.
yeah. I
Yes.
love that.
How we doing?
We are doing good.
We're here.
Books is actually in black and white because I am black, Bex is white, and she wanted to be both. So there you
Oh,
go.
that's
Yes.
That's
actually a
actually what it
really
is.
good way to put it. Yes, I like that
hmm
better.
Really should have you like
Sure,
in the
maybe.
middle of us as a gradient, but a little blend is okay. It's like if
Yeah,
you
you
go,
know.
you can go plus and plus on this side, and then and then equal six. Oh no, wrong way. Equal six.
Now I'm gonna hang
So,
out over here on the side.
yeah. So, because it is the amazing, wonderful Black History Month over on in your neck of the woods, we don't really
Yes.
have such kind of things. Um, but we obviously were brought a brilliant idea from the man himself that we are
Yes.
going to talk about all of our favorite Black American wrestlers from wherever, whenever,
From wherever.
hmm
Weighing in
Yeah, I was
at
gonna say I got some
whatever.
black Canadians
and
in there too,
whatever.
so
Yeah.
well, at least one.
I'm trying to think of who's Canadian. I really don't ask me to name where they're from.
Oh no, 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 definitely not.
I'm trying to think of who's
Especially,
Canadian. My first mind
yeah.
went to Ricochet. And I'm like, Ricochet is not Canadian. Where did this come from?
Where is Ricochet from? He's from Kentucky.
Is
Oh,
it?
that explains a lot about Ricochet.
Aha! Does
Yeah.
it?
I just
Yeah?
feel like he screams Kentucky, and like
Yeah?
he would have been a Kentucky football or basketball fan, and now it kind of makes me. Nah, I still can't hate him.
No, you
You
can't.
can't
You
hate
can't.
him.
Maybe
Ricochet.
just a
We
little
love
bit.
Ricochet. We love Ricochet.
You know, I got to scream at him once and ask him if he needed toilet paper.
I remember
Nice.
you saying that.
Hmm.
I do remember you saying that.
Yeah, that was a
I,
very good show for me. I got to have a lot of great moments there, like Powerhouse Hobbs
yeah.
calling me adorable.
Which, breaks your heart that he's not with us anymore.
I have not accepted this yet. Okay, can we not? He's
It
still a
is.
member of AEW.
I know, right? Like, good on him chasing his dreams, without
Quick,
getting
like
like,
he's like 41. That to me was like a mind
I'm
like
sorry?
fuck.
Yeah, that
Yes,
was shocking. That
I'm
was
sorry?
yes.
shocking.
I could have
No
sworn he was like
bullshit.
34, not
Yep.
41.
Fuck.
But you
That's
know
blowing
what they
my
say?
mind.
Black don't crack.
That is true.
And I'm gonna say Hobbs is a perfect example of that because who the fuck like 41? 41.
That even throw
Never in
me
my
off.
mind. Yeah. Never in my fucking mind did I think he was 41.
Yeah,
No
I
wonder
wouldn't
he,
even say.
yeah. You know.
Which is why he was so I think adamant about going to chase his dream or whatever because you know
Mm.
in wrestling.
That's actually quite surprising to me, considering their track record that they still hired him then, if he's that
Well,
age.
WWE likes to
Yeah.
push the old guys.
Guys specifically, yeah. If you're a woman though and you're
No.
37,
Don't
it's
even bother.
rumored, it's rumored allegedly that that's why Dakota Kai got released was because they were like, you're getting older
Oh,
and you're aged
really?
out.
Yes. Yes, yes,
Uh-huh.
I was hearing that
But they still push
rumor
Charlotte, who's like
too.
pushing 40.
Yeah, but she's Charlotte
The
Flair.
name. Exactly. I was gonna say the name,
That's
name
true.
value there.
Mm, mm,
That's true.
exactly.
Because Charlotte Flair is pushing
And
40.
And she's
has
probably the oldest one outside of Natty, which also name
Hmm.
value.
Yeah.
Natty definitely has name value. Yeah, I don't think she'll ever leave Wubbly Wubbly, which is why I was really surprised that they allowed her to do the GC dub stuff. Why
The
are we talking
Natty.
about white
Yeah,
women?
why are we talking about white women? This is
Yeah,
not about
good
We're
point.
us.
talking about white women now.
This is
How
not
did
about
that
us.
flow into that?
Well, okay, so let's start
Yeah.
here. Let's start here though. This is what I want to know.
Yes.
Um, I guess who was the first black female wrestler that stood out to you all? For me, it was Jacqueline. I was watching back in WCW when she was, doing her thing with Disco Inferno, and Disco Inferno didn't want to lose to her and all of that stuff,
Mm,
but they
Oh, I
mm,
kept
mm,
recently
having her
saw that
whoop his
match.
ass on TV anyway. It was amazing.
mm. That was
Uh,
funny.
she was actually like a short buff, like it was believable that she could beat up
Yeah.
these dudes. Especially
It
like in
really
the
was.
90s
Yeah.
when that was like almost just not a thought, right? Like a woman beating up a dude in the 90s.
No.
Fuck out of here.
No.
You know what I mean? So it
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
she was believable. And then when she went over to WWE and she joined up with Mark Marrow
Mm.
and she was whooping Sable's ass every week. You know what I mean? Of course,
Yes.
Sable got to come to WrestleMania and stuff, but Jacqueline like gave her a lot of embarrassing moments. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
she was the first women's light heavyweight champion, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh.
in
Mm.
WWE. Or no, the cruiserweight champion. I'm sorry. She was the second women's cruiserweight champion ever. I think the first one was Medusa, but she was the first one in WWE.
See,
So
I
shout out to her for
definitely need
that.
to go and rewatch some of this stuff, but that era is so hard for me.
See,
It is
now,
rough. It is
and
rough. It
here's the
is.
interesting thing about when she won that title, right? Like, that was after the Attitude Era. That was
Oh,
like
It was.
after
Yeah.
the Attitude Era, slightly before or at the beginning of Ruthless Aggression, I guess you could say.
okay. So a little bit
Where,
before the Divas then too?
yes.
Yes.
So it was
Okay.
Yes.
that
Yes.
weird
Yes.
middle
Yes. Yes.
ground where there was like a very short time where they were taking women's wrestling seriously.
And
That's
then
when you
they
had,
then they
it was,
unserious it again for the Divas and then
yes,
went back to
They
serious.
did. They
yes,
did.
that's
Yeah.
literally what
Yeah.
happened. It was
That is the most
Trish.
WWE thing to ever
Yes.
WWE.
Because you got to think of these
Yes.
names. Jacqueline was wrestling. You had Ivory.
Mm-hmm.
You had Trish
Yes.
Stratus, who had gotten
Mm-hmm.
good at this point. You had Lita.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
You had Mickey James. You
Yes.
had
Yes. She was very
Jazz.
integral.
You had Jazz, who was
Yeah.
going crazy in ECW before this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there was like a period of like maybe 2 or 3 years where
Yeah.
like it looked
Interesting.
like women's
They
wrestling
were
was
in the
about
right
to be like,
direction.
oh,
It
okay.
was.
And then
It really
they pulled it
was.
back.
They did.
Yeah,
Huh.
they pulled it
Mm-hmm.
back. But yeah,
Huh.
Jacqueline was definitely the first one for me. What about y'all?
Yeah.
Uh,
So
well, I know
you go
mine.
first, books. Yeah. I know mine.
Well, it was Mercedes because that's when I
Nice.
started watching was Mercedes, and she was in the tag team with Bailey.
Yeah.
And I remember my first wrestling heartbreak was Bailey turning on Mercedes and her putting Mercedes' neck in the chair. And
Yeah.
it was heartbreaking for me because I was like, what's happening here? Like, why are we doing this? What's happening? But yeah, it was Mercedes,
Mhm.
which is probably why I'm such a Mercedes stan now. It's weird with
Hmm.
like my weird level of like wrestlers from when I first started watching. I have a weird like love for, and I will defend them till the end of time.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
that's not weird actually. Like because I'm like that with a few people in AEW who I started watching when I was watching on Dark. And so like
Yeah.
Angelico actually is what he goes by now. So it was
Yeah.
Angelico for the longest, not Angelico. I love
Yeah,
him.
they
Like he
keep
can
saying it
you
wrong
know
on commentary. It drives me nuts.
that's my you know what I mean with the
He's
doing the
so
Bernie in
good.
the ring and shit. That's he's fire. Like I want him to get pushed so
He
bad.
really is. Me
Trent
too.
Beretta is another one of my
Mm.
guys. I love Trent
Yes.
forever.
Or
Yes.
I have an
There's
autograph of his somewhere.
thank you. And
Cool.
then finally, I would say, and this person has actually made her come up all the way at this point. Chris Statlander. I
Yes.
feel like
That makes sense.
that was one
Yeah.
of the first
Yeah.
people that caught my attention when I first started watching, and Ty Mello as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was,
Yeah.
I
I'd like
think,
to see more of
did she
that.
come over here?
Ty Mello.
I don't
Me
really talk
too.
about
Me
it,
too.
but I've done a lot of rewatching of Mercedes like NXT stuff.
Ooh, that's fun stuff,
Um,
huh?
She was so good.
because
Mm.
like her now makes so much sense watching her NXT stuff. Because her NXT moveset and what she was doing in NXT actually, I think, helped translate her to AEW.
That's how
Yes.
the vast majority of the people who were in WWE and had like a major stint in NXT first and then eventually went to AEW. That's I feel like that's all of them.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
everybody that was in
Yes.
NXT, they wrestle like NXT in AEW, but they had
They
to
were a
stop
Mm.
little
once they got
bit,
to the main roster.
the
Mm.
four horsewomen were a little bit before the black and gold era, right?
They
Mm-hmm.
were,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
slightly
Yeah.
before the black and gold.
Yes.
yep.
Because I was gonna
Yes.
They
say
were kind
like,
of the
because I
start
know
of the Black and Gold era.
like
Yes.
everyone
Yeah.
in like the black and gold too. People say like watching them on AEW has been like watching them in NXT,
Yep.
which is
Yes.
just
Yeah.
crazy how much NXT has changed between now
That
and
is
then.
true. It's definitely not it's definitely not what it was. It was very, very interesting. It had so much hope. But the disconnect between the two like brands was so massive that anyone who was doing good over there was instantly turned into something else basically pretty much on
Yep.
like the big place. Um, and then they were either left to like float on their own, or they were pushed too hard, or
Hmm.
it just wasn't a natural transition
Yeah,
of wrestlers to programs. It really should have been treated as a separate entity. But it's fucked up though, right? Because the dude who was, why are we talking about fucking Triple H on
yeah, we're
on a
going
show
off
that we
topic.
well, I guess, if you're gonna go into like,
And
backstage
we are talking like
politicky
it's just
stuff,
natural
it
flow of
is,
conversation.
Yeah, it flows.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
go with
And
it.
I'm going with it. I'm going with it. I'm just also not wanting to like let it, be known
No,
that I'm
because it's
not
all good. Because I'm about to
glossing
spin the
over.
question. I haven't lost the question. I'm just going to spin it right back on you once
Cool.
so finish your thought. And then I got you.
Um, it really, really fucked me off that it really kind of like how could it have been such a change in mindset for Triple H between going from NXT booking and NXT values, NXT vibe to like booking what I mean, I'm not comparing it to what it is now. Not at all. I'm talking about before TKO even got involved. Holy flying shit, did things go fucking blah. And then there was like this like, oh, hail moment where there was like fucking Heyman behind the wheel. But then like that soured too. It's like all that like they have these like moments of like where am I going with this point? But they had moments of like that really could have been something.
It could
But
have been something. Yeah,
then it could have been something. But then as soon as it gets into like the actual wobbly wobbly fucking machine, it just, it all goes fucking south. It just all like turns into something else and it gives people false hope. It gives the
There was a
fans false
window.
hope.
There was a
yeah,
window there for a minute. That again, with them and their fucking windows, right? They had a window
Yeah.
where the shit came out about Vince. Triple H took over. He had a window right there where shit was great
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
Then Vince came back. People forget that part. Vince
They
came
Yeah.
do.
back right before that WrestleMania, and he
Mm.
started, playing with his toys again. And so
Yes.
literally and figuratively, actually, in this
Yes.
case. But so he
Mm.
was doing that, and then everything came out. Because the original time that he had to leave, it was because the board got tipped off. It wasn't public
Yeah.
yet.
Yes. No, no, it
So
was the
Well,
tipped
but
see
offness.
what
I
I'm
think
Yeah.
I
saying?
remember them saying
Yes.
there being rumored of him having sexual misconduct,
Yes.
Yes.
but we didn't know to the
Yes.
extent.
We didn't know the
No.
extent, and it
No,
wasn't
no.
like official yet. It was just
Yeah.
it was hearsay at that
No.
point, is what we knew.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so
But they
then he left,
snipped
but
him
then he
out of
forced
there.
his way back in. That's when Triple H and
Mm.
Stephanie stepped down, and
Mm.
then um forced the sale to TKO, and then all that shit came out. It was like right
Yeah.
all damn near at the same time. So then he had to step down again. But
Mm.
at that point, TKO was involved now.
Yeah.
So that's really, in my like honest assessment, personality, how I personally feel about the guy aside, just looking at booking talent objectively, I really think that's what it was. I don't think he just all of a sudden became a shit booker in a year and a half. Like I don't think that's,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
No,
saying? Like not after years of NXT being really good, and then
Well,
that
yeah,
window where you
right?
were left to your own devices, it was also really good. That was the best
Mm.
WWE had been in over 10 years. And then it
That
just
is true.
right down the hill. You know what I mean? But speaking of
Mm.
WWE, because I imagine this is where your person would come from, potentially NWA, potentially WCW. I don't know. Um, who is your first female black wrestler that made an impact on you?
It was Awesome Kong.
There you go.
Yeah. When
Talk about
I
Awesome Kong.
the shit I could say about Awesome Kong. Well, first I'd like to preference
quick
it
question.
with
Is this the
how dare
person
you?
she's the one who destroyed Gail Kim, right?
Yes,
Or okay.
All the time in TNA? Yeah.
all the time.
I'm gonna have to watch her matches, but I already love her.
I
And she
I
was in she
absolutely
was
love.
in the first female battle royal on
Yes, she
AEW as well,
was.
right?
Yes,
Because
she
Brandy
See, I
brought
was.
her
wasn't
up.
really paying attention.
Yes,
That
yes,
that was when I
Brandy
went back
brought her
and
in.
watched. That was when I actually went back and watched. Yeah.
Hmm. So yeah, so that was my little like, it's like fucking Brandy ruined it. Fucking Brandy. But yeah, I remember the first time I saw Awesome Kong, it would have been in a WCW match. I'm pretty fucking sure of it. Um, holy fucking
She
shit.
looks
Not
familiar now
oh,
that I'm looking at her.
you're looking at it? Okay.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
only
she was on
is
Glow.
this yes.
Yes.
But not only is Awesome Kong giant, powerful, gorgeous. Um, she is she is like the empowerment of her character, which as you guys know, I fucking love. A good like when a good character is just being committed to, and yes, she fucking committed to it. She was like
Oh yeah.
yeah, right. And she was a villain, and I loved villains. And she would just like give these facials and like, like exactly what I loved in like my male wrestlers as well. She could beat the shit out of the men. She got involved, and they were scared of her. She like would beat the crap out of all like the little ladies, just like throw them around. Now. You look back on it and you're like, holy shit, I would never have wanted to face Awesome Kong at all. But in hindsight, it is fun when you watch back and she's beating the crap out of Tiny Gail Kim. Um, she had some like she had some moments with her character in TNA, but I still fucking loved her. Still fucking loved her. Everything she did in the ring was just amazing. And then
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
like until like the moment where she like yeah showed up in AEW, huh? And then she got put with Brandy Rhodes, um, and then yeah that whole like stable and storyline got real stale real quickly, which was weird because I'm a spooky bitch. I love a spooky heel faction, especially like a female, faction. But I really felt that just failed. Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I
interesting.
didn't
There's
believe
actually an
Brandy.
article from she did an interview with Busted Open, and a lot of her timing came down to filming with Glow.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
that kind of affected
That would
everything
have
long term.
affected.
Which I
Yeah.
mean, hell, like, let's get a Glow movie, please, because
We should. We really should. That
don't
would be
get me on
great.
that tangent.
But yeah,
Hell
awesome
yeah.
Kong.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she's fire. She's fire for sure.
Mm.
Um, I want to salute some people that I didn't like watch, obviously growing up, because this was way before my time. But these are people that my dad watched.
Ooh.
Um, so my dad, he was a fan back in the territory days, and the Detroit NWA territory was called Big Time Wrestling,
Oh
and
yes, yes,
that's
yes.
where the original Sheik, Sabu's uncle that taught him and Rob Van Dam how to wrestle. That's where he got famous. He's from Detroit. Um, and that's where so the guy I want to bring up, Bobo Brazil, who was one of the most he was like Mr. United States champion.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
because until they consolidated all of the various territories basically into Jim Crockett Promotions, which became WCW, every territory, for the most part, had a United States championship. So that was
Yes,
just every title because there was only the one NWA world title that traveled. So the biggest title pretty much in everybody's company was the United States title.
mm,
So
mm.
Bobo Brazil was sort of like a belt collector before belt collecting was a thing because he just won all the United States titles everywhere. Um,
Oh, did he?
So yeah, he
I wonder if he's the
he
current
may have the
champion.
record. Like I don't know if he has the record. I mean, I'm
I'm
sure if
I'm
you
on his
combined all of them.
Wikipedia.
Oh,
See,
okay.
this is what happens is then I get deep into looking up people because
Yeah.
history of wrestling is so like
Ah,
interesting to
yes, he
me,
is the
but
guy
I
I'm
just
Yeah.
thinking
don't
of.
have the time to
Yep.
like constantly look into things.
So my dad, he got to watch a lot of his live matches, so I just wanted to shout him out,
No
'cause
way. Because he's a beast of a
definitely
man.
definitely paved the way for a lot of the guys that we see, because that was way
Hmm.
back when.
Yes.
That was in what, the 60s? Like, so, you can only imagine how hard it must have been to be in the wrestling business as a black man in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
60s. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's
Mm-mm.
only
Yeah.
recently with companies like AEW that there's more of a left-wing presence, like openly in wrestling now.
Yeah,
Right.
openly.
Isn't that
So
fucked up? To think
before it
that it
was
took
like you would
that
have to just
long.
kind of count the wrestlers that you were like, oh, okay, like, okay, we got Sammy and we got Kevin
Yeah.
Nash and Kevin Owens and we got a few, like, but for the most part, like, you know what I mean? It's only recently where it's like everybody, like, who, they're letting their lefty flag,
Hmm.
freak
And
flag
Yeah.
fly
the
now, you know
other
what I
Yeah.
side
mean?
is the
Yeah.
minority in the promotion.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
absolutely.
Or
And
just
that's the
keeps their
first
mouth
time
shut.
that
Absolutely.
that's
Oh, he's
this is
six
probably
foot
the first time that's ever
six.
existed.
Damn.
So, like as far as a
Big man.
major company, so
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Very
yeah,
want to
much.
say that's crazy, but it's truthfully like, I mean, it's crazy, but it's also not surprising, right? When
yeah,
Mm,
like,
yeah.
mm. It's
Um,
definitely, yeah.
so definitely want to shout him out. Um,
Yes. He was six
'Cause,
foot
yeah,
six. Holy shit.
trailblazer for sure. I want to shout out Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas. Those were the
Yes.
the two first black champions, full stop, in WWE. Um, So that's amazing. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And then
hmm.
for Rocky Johnson's son to become the first black WWE champion ever, that's just cool lineage, you know what I mean? Your dad was the first champion, period, and then you're the first top champion ever. So that's cool. So shout out
That
Rocky
is
Johnson. That's
cool.
my Canadian I was bringing up before we got
Oh,
started. He's actually a black Canadian. He's not African American, which a lot of people don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
he's not from Florida.
I didn't know
He's
he was
from
Canadian.
Yep.
Well, I guess
Oh,
then we can
yeah.
also say then, you also had his granddaughter quit and fully call out that company
Um,
for
Ava. Yeah, shout out Ava.
Very
Shout
much
out
shout
Ava.
out,
Actually, no,
Ava.
I'm not calling her that name anymore. That's her WWE name.
Simone. She
So
changed her
Simone?
her handles
Simone.
online is Simone Johnson again.
Yeah, she is Simone Johnson.
Simone is such a better name. Such
It
a
is.
better name.
I
Ah,
mean, I get why
And,
she didn't want to use it because she didn't want it to be
and I
considered a
had
nepo
that
baby,
feeling
and there
too about
was.
her. I had that
hmm?
feeling too because she's in the LGBTQ
Yeah.
plus community as well. So she's openly in a
Yes.
relationship with a woman. So it's like,
Mm.
okay, like when she came out with that, and it was fired that The Rock supported her. He didn't like not say
He did.
anything.
No, what's it?
Like, and
Yeah.
he didn't even like make it a big deal, which I felt like was dope too. He was just like,
Mm.
"Hey, happy Valentine's Day to these two lovebirds" or whatever. He just announced it like it was casual, which I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
the way you do it. Like, don't make it a big deal.
Yes.
That's how we normalize it.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen,
So
I
that
may
was
question
dope.
The Rock on a lot of things he does.
Hmm.
I
Me
actually
too.
don't question him as a parent.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
He seems
Yeah.
to love all three of his girls.
Mm.
Hmm.
That is true. No, that is very, very true. No matter what, yeah, business decisions he may have, him as a daddy, he seems like a real
I mean,
good.
and
He's a good one.
realistically, I'm gonna shout out The Rock too, just because for one, he's probably my favorite black wrestler of all time. Not because he's
Yeah,
black, but one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and
yeah.
he's black. So
Well, I mean,
like it was
I
dope
knew
to
who
see
he
that
was.
cool swag and the fire representation. Like, and he wasn't a stereotype, you know what I mean? Like he was just cool.
No,
No, he
You
wasn't.
know
no,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no, no.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
he wasn't like, even though I love the Nation of Domination, you know what I mean? They were a parody. You know what I mean? They were a parody of the Nation of Islam. That's what they were. So
Mm, mm, mm. And
it's
then
like
that
that I look
yeah.
back on that and understand that it's a little different now because it's like, okay, well, who came up with that idea? You know what I mean? Like, who came up with the
Yes.
idea for you guys to be the bad guys? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
Yes.
mean, no.
and then
Yes.
when I look back
Yes.
and like some of those promos that like Ron Simmons was cutting as Farouk, it's like, no, everything he said is just true. Like, you know what I
Mm,
mean? And the crowd boos
mm.
him for it. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yes.
interesting, right? So it's like those kind of things like make me go, but I like the group though overall, like militant black guys who ain't taking no shit. They were just the hurt
Yeah.
business minus the kente cloth. You know what I mean? Like that was the only difference. They had the African print, whereas the hurt business were just black and gold, or hurt syndicate, I should say, just black and
Yeah.
gold. But
Mm,
it's the same idea
mm.
though. You know what I mean? Like, so I
I
like
get.
that. And then I like the
Yes.
contrast of like having like the New Day who can be silly and have fun and be
Yes.
cartoon. Like I like the contrast. I don't like when we just have the New Day though. You know what I
No.
mean? Like
Yeah.
No.
where
No.
you
No.
have
No.
the street profits who are basically the same as crime time, who are basically the same. You know what I mean? Then it's like,
The
okay, so
same
we're leaning in
rehashed characters.
stereotype.
Over and over again.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Mm.
okay, so, and then the only time Booker T got the WrestleMania main event, they had to bring up his prison shit. And it's like, okay, so,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like, so but with that being said, even shout out Booker T. Like he broke a lot of ground for people of color back in the day, being 5-time WCW champion. Shout out Ron Simmons again. He's recognized as the first black world champion in pro
He
wrestling
is.
history, won the
Mm.
WCW title. So shout out
Mm.
there. And I saw something interesting recently. Him and Ahmed Johnson are cool now.
Hey,
They made amends. They took
yeah.
a picture and somebody interviewed him and he was like, yeah, it's been time to put that behind us. Like the business sometimes can draw people apart and yada yada, but we're older now. Like let's put that in the past. We're good now. And I was like, I'm
Mm.
happy to see that shit because people have been fucking shitting on Ahmed Johnson since the 90s. Go ahead, books.
I was just gonna say, can I have some context?
Oh,
Yes.
books needs context, of course.
So Ahmed Johnson was a wrestler who came out in the 90s with WWE. He was think of Bobby Lashley, but in the 90s.
Ah, yes. That's a good one.
And with
You
a
would have loved him.
giant mustache as well, like a giant mustache, right?
Okay.
But like that was
Am I
his
am I
aesthetic. He
thinking
was
sadly
bald.
the mustache I don't want to be thinking of?
Maybe.
No, like a really long one, like
Yeah, but
handlebars
I'm
damn near,
thinking of
like
Hogan's mustache when you say that.
sort of yes, but black. It's a
Okay.
black
Mm.
mustache,
Not
and
bleach
yeah,
blonde and gray.
no. No, so he was, bald, really muscular black guy or whatever. And so his first program, he was really green though. And so
Yes.
his first program was with Farouk. And basically during the match, he injured Farouk. And so and I guess like Farouk told him during the match to like slow down or like calm down or whatever, and Ahmed didn't, right?
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah,
then
yeah. Told him to slow
so
it
he
down, breathe, I
lacerated,
think. Yeah.
I think he lacerated his kidney or something like that. And so Farouk was out for like 8 or 9 months or some shit.
Mm.
So
Holy
now Farouk
shit.
is
Yeah.
known as a legit tough guy. Like in shoot interviews, you know how they talk about Haku? Like, oh, you don't want to mess with Haku. They say the same shit about Ron Simmons. They're like, Mark
Yes.
Henry famously is like, I wasn't scared of anybody except Ron Simmons. He was the only dude that intimidated me. And this is Mark Henry. So
Yeah.
this is the type of dude that Ron Simmons is. So he's out for months, right? Immediately, all the rest of the black wrestlers in WWE just shun Ahmed Johnson, like behind the scenes. Like he has
Yeah.
shoot heat with like the Godfather,
Mm.
with Mark Henry, with everybody. Like nobody fucked with this guy. So Farouk's back and shoot beats the shit out of Ahmed Johnson during a televised match. Right. so so yeah, they've just like had beef like backstage and ever
Mm.
since basically, and like none of the Nation of Domination members like him, and really nobody has anything good to say about the guy. And but
No.
I always just felt bad because I felt like he was new and like he just, you know what I mean? Like
He
he just
made a
got a
little
bad end of
mistake.
the stick.
Like,
He made a serious mistake,
well,
but
you know what I mean. It
at the
wasn't
same
like
time, I
I
feel
meant
like he
little
just
as
he
it wasn't
ruined his
intentional.
career.
Like he didn't do it on
Mm.
Right,
purpose.
right,
Like
Oh yeah, no,
right.
he
no,
just
no.
made a
I don't
mistake.
think he meant to lacerate his kidney. I don't think that meant
Would
Who
to.
he?
I
goes
don't
in
think
with
that
the
was intentional.
intention of lacerating someone's kidney?
Exactly.
Exactly.
But yeah, he shouldn't have been put in that situation in the
No.
first place.
Yeah. That
And
that
so
just
then
seems
there was
like
like a bunch of, him joining the nation, him getting kicked out of the
Mm.
nation, a bunch of
Mm.
shit like that on TV because they didn't know what to do with him. Eventually he gets released. He goes to WCW. He blows up,
Yeah.
like weight wise, he's not the muscular,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Ahmed Johnson from WWE anymore.
No.
And then his career just basically fizzled out, unfortunately, so it was
Yeah.
very it was very cool after like years and years and years and years of just hearing people just talk trash about this guy, like for the main reason that everyone hates him to have forgiven him. I was like,
yeah.
I love to see the growth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me
So
The
too.
growth in
shout out to
being
both of those guys.
adult is like, yeah. We like that.
Yeah. We love
Everyone
Yeah.
should
that.
So
do that.
shout
We
out to
More
love
both of
people
that.
should
those
do that.
guys.
Because yeah, no
And
one
just
no one's taught how to
real
get through
quick,
that.
I want to
Mm,
give
yeah.
some props also to a very underrated guy,
Mm.
who I feel like everybody loves. And Bex, I want you to speak to this guy as well, because I know for sure you were watching during these years. And Books, I highly encourage you to go back and watch some of this guy's matches because he's very influential to the way a lot of people wrestle today, I would argue. And that is D'Lo Brown
He's on my list. Hmm.
and
Oh my
Butters.
God.
Butters wants to say something.
He looks familiar. Mr. Books has definitely showed me.
Got
He's
you.
iconic. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. He has the greatest frog splash maybe in the history of frog splashes.
It's perfect.
Um, he has like I don't know, man. Like it was just something about D'Lo. Like he was just all of his matches were entertaining. Like the head shaking shit, like just the way he would walk to the ring, like with that attitude, like just look like D'Lo Brown was incredible. He was also an announcer for Impact for a long time, so that might be where you're more familiar. Books,
Oh, I'd
um,
forgotten about that.
See,
yeah,
I love this
But
because
he
I
was in
love
Impact for a
learning
long time
about
also.
Yes, yes,
wrestling
yes.
prior
I remember
to
that.
pre-books.
He was part of the Aces and Eights, which was like
Yes.
the NWO after
Okay.
the NWO and the Bullet
I was
Club
gonna
before
say
the Bullet
he looks
Club.
familiar and he's been on TNA like
Yep.
since 2019. I was gonna say
Yeah.
2009.
Yep. So the cool thing about D'Lo is he is also credited as being the first Euro Continental champion in WWE,
Exactly. And
where he
that
held both the
man,
European and Intercontinental title at the same time.
hmm
You know, I've learned that I've maybe have been too hard. I don't think I've actually been harsh enough on some shit WWE has done,
mm,
but
Yeah.
that's fair.
um, they've also done more than I thought they have.
Well, here's
So
my thing, right? Here's
I'm
my thing with the Fed. Um, because looking back, I still even now I see things where I'm like, damn, like they let that fly. Like
Yeah.
I remember being a kid during the Attitude Era, and like the only reason that I was allowed to watch that is because my parents still thought of wrestling as the 80s version of wrestling and like the early 90s version.
Oh,
They didn't
oh.
know
what it
how
needed.
crazy it was. Like they knew Stone Cold said ass sometimes. That was about it though. They thought that was the extent of it. So they didn't know about all the sexual stuff going on and like the Godfather, shout out the Godfather.
Yes.
With the whole train and like all of that stuff, and he was like a
Of
pimp and all
Oh,
of
actual
that.
that's
Like,
who that
strippers.
is.
Of
Okay,
actual strippers.
see,
Real
Mr.
life
Books,
strippers. Sorry.
in trying to educate me, has
hmm
shown me some of the more gross era and
yeah.
gross things that happened in the Attitude Era to like be like, are you sure you want to watch the Attitude Era? Because you will get angry.
You will get
And
angry. Yeah.
he
Oh,
showed
for
me
sure.
that and oh my god, I'm blanking. The voodoo.
Oh, yes, his other
He was Papa
character,
Shango.
Papa
Yes.
Shango. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was Papa Shango.
So
He
that
was the
this is
Godfather.
what I have in my head of what
hmm
WWE as like a whole of wrestling at that time was like.
Hmm.
So it
You
is
know
nice to
what?
hear some
A good
positive.
way to, a good way to kind of enjoy the actual like what it's actually meant to be for, like the pro wrestling of it. Really is the pay-per-views. Like if you just go back and watch the pay-per-views,
Hmm.
you'll enjoy it. If you're watching the week-to-week product, especially in a 2026 lens, you will not enjoy it
No,
at
no,
all.
not with
Like
this woke
No.
brain.
yeah, that's
No,
not
you
like
really
never. No,
won't.
you won't enjoy it. You won't enjoy it at all.
No, no, no,
Because
Um,
no,
I
no, no.
even watching some of like for like the hard way when I watched that one WCW Halloween Havoc, which I actually think was the one with oh my god, why am I blanking on her name? Justine.
Hmm?
Not
Jacqueline?
Justine. Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Where did I get her name from?
Hmm?
Jacqueline. That was the match I watched. And was the only one I was like,
Ah,
I actually didn't hate this match.
yeah.
I hated
Wow.
everything else. Well, that and Rey
yeah.
Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, but those like
Yeah,
two
Oh
matches
yeah,
yeah.
I liked.
yeah. So
No, for sure.
as a like a little white kid from Aotearoa, very, very well, my area, very, very fucking like multicultural. I remember becoming aware of the shit that I watched being too white and too male, like
Yeah.
fucking TV programs, movies, and stuff. And and that was like really annoying to me. So when wrestling started to like when I was like in my wrestling, it was one of the reasons why I loved wrestling is because it had a lot of like multicultural people in it. But then I became slightly older and realized, yes, they're there, but they're being in some sort of way laughed at the same time with like the character they're given. And like the chances they are given, and thank
Yeah.
goodness there were like these amazing men that managed to actually like get to the top. But like even just talking about The Godfather, right? And like the characters he went through, and then he went into shit. Jesus Christ. The one with Right to Censor.
The
You
Good
can
And
tell
Father.
we're old based on our
Good
memories.
Father. Yeah. Yeah. And then he just like faded away. And I kept on noticing that. I'd like be like, oh yeah, we've got this other like cool fucking like character of like, since we're talking about like of black descent. Fuck yes. And then it's like, why has this got this character? And like obviously, like being from the Pacific, seeing the fucking Samoans like booked the way that they were
Yeah.
booked, it was like
I,
real old. But it used to like
I'm
get
just
me
saying,
very
I'm
annoyed.
on his Wikipedia,
Oof.
and some of his in-ring names are,
Oh, yeah, the good fathers.
yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna put that down.
Just
'Cause-
just don't go there.
Just
Just do
what
not
I
go
will
there.
say, what I will say about The Godfather though is, and again, I'm not looking at this from a 2026 lens. I'm looking at it from a early 2000s lens. One thing that that gimmick did do was it actually introduced us to a lot of people that we would grow to love that were
Mhm.
female wrestlers. Like Victoria was one of
That's
Godfather's
true.
ladies,
That's
and
true. Yeah,
she's one
yeah.
of my favorite women's wrestlers of all time. I love
So
Victoria,
there's
you know
some
what I mean?
positive in,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't think of it
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
from
Lita,
Yeah.
what I've seen was like,
Lita started out as one of Godfather's ladies before she was with S.A. Rios, and
Oh,
Lita's
I forgot
Lita.
about that.
oh, see,
Yeah,
I'm learning
I
you know
something.
what
forgot
I mean?
about that.
You guys are
That was
teaching me something
when
new every like minute today.
that was when she was still in ECW and she was Miss Congeniality. That was her name in ECW at the time, and
Oh,
that was when they were her hair was like
and your hair was
orange,
like,
maybe like
yes, 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 yes.
You
That's
yep.
guys are gonna
right.
be making me
So
go back and watch, try
yeah,
to
that was
Oh
during that
no, there
suffer
time.
are.
through some of
That was
it.
during that time. Yep. So yeah, she came over and she was one of Godfather's ladies. So yeah, like that's a thing. Like he was actually introducing
Mm,
women to the industry that stuck around. Like a lot of those
yes.
ladies were just strippers. You're correct,
Oh yeah,
Bix.
like the. Oh yeah,
That's
sorry.
also because
I didn't
that's
mean to
also
like be like they're
because
all strippers.
that's
Sorry.
also because outside of wrestling, he used to manage strip clubs in Nevada.
Yes. Yeah.
So, like, that was his actual job. So he had
Mm,
like a network of people that he could go to, you know what I mean, in any given city who, would let him borrow some talent. So,
exactly.
those ladies were getting paid too, you know what I mean? And
Oh
they actually didn't
yes.
take their clothes off in this situation to get the
No,
money.
they
So,
just had to
there's
show.
some positives, you know what I
Oh, I
mean?
mean, I'm sorry. My outburst about strippers could have been taken negatively. It's actually yeah. I'm very pro stripper over here, New Zealand, land of the legal sex industry and all this kind of thing. Um,
Let's go.
I'm all for that kind of stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like when women are being paid, and it's
Being
all
paid for
like,
this and not
yeah,
being
yeah,
shamed.
yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. As long as like everything's consensual and like the power is in their hands, the power is yours. I'm all
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, all
Yeah.
for it. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's I agreed with you. I really agree with you about that point, Shane, that you made about the Nation of Domination, because I do remember recognizing very blatantly the fact that they're being um
They're
portrayed.
the angry black man.
Yeah, yeah. And they're like really heavily like insinuating they're like, ooh, like parodying this, like you said. And I was like, why? Why does it have to be? Which is why I really love D'Lo, because it really felt like D'Lo was just like, fuck you. I am going to D'Lo all over this bitch.
Hmm.
And yeah, and I really loved him. I really, really loved him for that. When he would not get the fuck out of that chest protector, had
Yes. He
me
wore that bitch
in
for years.
hysterics. hysterics every time. It was such a simple little prop, but with him fucking like working that fucking thing with the kids, I swear when he had that on, like the head wobble just got even more fucking
It got
insane.
insane.
It
Yeah.
really did. That kept me happy for so long. I fucking
That was so
loved
good.
that. I really loved
So
that.
good. Yeah,
Brilliant.
man. I love D'Lo Brown. Like, shout out to D'Lo.
Oh,
He's one of the most
shout out
underrated
to
wrestlers.
D'Lo. And that's a
He's
So
crime.
so
That is
maybe
a
instead of like
crime.
going through all of this, I'm going to focus on looking back at the women
Mm,
yeah.
and the BIPOCs of the Attitude Era and
yes, yes.
kind of
I
Yeah.
do.
skipping over some of the other stuff.
There are definitely some things that because I do this too when it gets to certain parts, I'm like, I know what this is, I remember what this is, I can totally get where this is going. We don't need to see this, but. But
Mm.
yeah.
And
It's
maybe it's even I don't want to watch the women, but I also
mm,
want to understand Lita and I want to understand like some of these bigger names that I've always heard about. But
exactly,
because I want to
exactly.
learn. It's not like I don't want to
Mm,
like not know who a lot of these
And
people are. It's
that
that
that's where
can't watch it
WWE
with
is
my
really
modern
good is their
eyes.
well, that's why their video packages are good because you can just watch the pay-per-view and they'll tell you the whole story leading up to the match
Okay.
yes,
in a
yes.
video package, right? Oh, that's the nice thing. You don't have to watch
Mm,
those
So
Raws and SmackDowns at all.
I'm gonna
And
need you
most of
guys
the
to send
gross
me
shit is not going to be in
suggestions.
the video package.
done.
Send me
Absolutely
suggestions
done. Absolutely done.
of which ones to
Oh
watch
yeah.
because
Will
Yeah,
do.
we got some good ones for you.
We got you. We
I
got
do
you.
like I want to like it's just trying to have watched it with modern eyes have has been
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's
tough.
awful.
It's always going to
It's
be
real
tough.
hard. No,
It's tough for a new
I
fan for sure.
yeah.
I was just gonna, yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Shane. I really don't think it's very responsible as fans who have like lived through it to be like, yeah, sure, just go in and just like watch everything. It's like, no, you must protect thy eyes and take our word
Because I
for it.
don't want to
Just like
not love wrestling
you
because of
On the
you
other hand,
don't.
though, on the other hand, it is good to know how far it has come, even though there is a lot of room to
Oh
oh yeah.
improve,
And just from
obviously.
my weird
yeah.
clips and what Mr. Books has shown me,
Yeah,
Hmm.
like I can see it, right? Like it's crazy
exactly.
to see
Yeah.
how far wrestling has come and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
especially what AEW has done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Especially, yeah. Mm-hmm.
like, you know,
Because, yeah, I mean, I mean, granted, yes, they started in 2019 when things were very different, but still, it took WWE, what, 60 years almost? Well, no, not 60, because The Rock was in the 90s. So, what, 40 years, 50 years before they
Mm-hmm.
had a black champion? A black
something
Mm-hmm.
like that,
WWE?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they had Ahmed Johnson, he was the IC champion. Also, shout out to him because he was the first black IC champion. So, shout out Ahmed
Yes,
for
he
that.
was.
Uh,
Yeah.
but and again, just going back to that point about The Rock and like how uh, the reason that I appreciate his character so much also is because he was almost like the first of his kind where um he was obviously black, but they didn't necessarily have to speak about that. Like that never really came up. He
Mm.
the him being Samoan stuff didn't even really come up until very recently when he got directly involved with the bloodline story.
Yeah.
Before that, he's
Yeah.
always just been The Rock. And I
I
always
had no
appreciated
Yes.
that
idea
about him.
he was related to like Roman until
Oh.
like more recently because I never really looked into, The Rock.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
What's
Why would
funny
you?
to me is I think back to The Rock and when I was in like seventh and eighth grade, and
Mm.
everyone knew
Hmm.
who he was.
Hmm.
Yes.
Like you didn't have to
Yes.
watch wrestling to know
Oh
the
no.
eyebrow and do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Like he
Even to
kind
Yeah.
of
now.
to me he was the first wrestler who transcended wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
No, that's very true. I feel like he took over where Hulk Hogan had like stomped it into the ground, and it was actually a very good and positive
I
representation
forget
this
about
time.
that, but I always picture Hulk Hogan when I'm in high school watching that stupid reality show. So, um, I guess The
Oh,
Rock to
his
me was
family
first.
one. Oh no, as it would.
But see,
As no, the thing is,
That's what I
the
think
attitude
about
era
it.
was so crazy because it was like wrestling as itself was mainstream at that point,
yeah.
which
I mean, I
because
knew
like
Suck It, like I knew where that was like I knew
you
that
see
was
what
a
I'm
wrestling
saying?
thing. I couldn't tell you that was from like Generation X,
No, you wouldn't be
but
able
I
to
knew
name
Suck It,
the,
like
yeah. Yeah.
Right. And you knew that that was from wrestling. Just like,
yeah.
Mm.
there's like, even like how the Bullet Club t-shirts were in the 2010s. That's how the
Yes.
NWO t-shirts were in the 90s.
But I
Like, it
don't
was the
remember this.
same thing.
That's a very good
Like,
comparison.
I have
Yeah.
an NWO hat right over there. I'm looking at it right now. It's right there. So, like, like
Yeah,
that,
we
that,
go to
that
NWO.
logo is like, it's the same thing. So it's like, um, yeah, man. Like I do think The Rock, I mean Stone Cold also, but like his was more wrestling focused, whereas The Rock was like more of a mainstream star. Like he was doing songs with
Yes.
Wyclef Jean and doing music videos and shit while he was like, you know what I mean? So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He
so
was
no, I'll always
definitely the
appreciate
face.
I'll I'll always appreciate what The Rock did for black people and in wrestling, like because like I said, he was the first to not have to do anything stereotypically black or Samoan for that matter to be like a star. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That was just like a thing you knew about him and that was it. And I feel
Exactly.
like I'm
Yeah.
slightly ranting a little bit, but I feel like a lot of black people online shit on him for that and they're like he doesn't like acknowledge his blackness enough. And I'm like, well, how is he supposed to do that? Like nobody says that about Mercedes and everyone acknowledges
No,
her
that's
as
true.
black. So it's like,
Yeah.
but she's not going around all the time like, hey, by the way, I'm black, y'all, and let me do
I'm
some black
black.
shit. And,
I'm
like, she's
black.
not doing that.
Did I tell you I'm
So it's
black?
like, why? Because her cousin Snoop Dogg, we just accept it. Like, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it with The Rock specifically. Like,
I don't
I don't
get
know
it
why
either.
people like
Reverse
hold him to a
misogyny.
different standard. Yeah, it's a weird
Mm.
thing. Like they hold him to a weird standard, and I don't know. It always has rubbed me the wrong way. Um,
Yeah.
because
Now that you think
there's
about, now
not.
that you say it, I can't unsee some of these comments now, and I'm like, oh my God.
And there's no
And it's
way
like
to like,
Mercedes
because I
doesn't,
don't believe
Mercedes
in
gets
black
shit for
people
a
being
lot
a
of shit, but not
monolith.
that. Like,
Yeah, it's like black people aren't a
No.
monolith. So like, what is he supposed to do? Like, what is he
Right?
supposed?
yeah.
Like, what would make him black enough in your mind? Like, you know what I mean? So that's always been a
Exactly.
weird thing. So I've
Especially,
always taken the opposite stance. I'm like, I actually
yeah,
appreciate
no,
the
too.
fact that he didn't have to come out and wear his blackness like on it. You know what I mean? He could just be himself
No.
and it worked.
Yeah.
I'm
Can
like,
can I
Because
make
good.
a bad joke?
always.
He
Yes.
he gave that to John Cena.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what happened. Dr.
He's like,
Thugonomics, here you go. You can
yeah. He's like, you've got this covered. I'm
I'm
just gonna
actually
go over here
in
with
with
my
this. Yeah.
charisma.
Because for some reason, I think when I
Yeah.
think of The Rock, I also think of John Cena because I just think of like,
You can't not
because
though.
I no longer think of Dave Batista as a wrestler, so I immediately think of The Rock and
That's
John Cena as
And
yeah.
same
wrestlers
person.
turned
The Hollywood
actors.
guys. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's where my
I
mind went.
But I mean, also from like that same era though, like that was when we got Shelton Benjamin, who was still running strong, and
I
he kind of,
love
in my
him.
opinion, like they flirted with it a little bit with the mama storyline or whatever. But
Oh
outside of
well.
that, they've kind of treated Shelton Benjamin as just a great athlete. And
Yes.
that was it.
Yeah.
Like they never
To
made
make others
My
him
look
boy.
good.
act super black. They never made him join a group that was like overly black,
No.
like none of that type shit. Like he's just always been a badass wrestler. That's
Mm,
forever been his gimmick, and that's still his
Unlike my
mm-hmm.
gimmick.
boy and his boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And shout out to him because he's been doing it for a long time too.
Yeah.
Like people forget how long Bobby has been around. He's been around since like
They
oh
do.
shit like that. Like
I
that's
looked this
incredible.
up recently.
Oh,
So I
did
guess
you?
I should
Yeah.
make my confession. I have
Oh, she's confessing
I'm
all
in
over
love
the
with
internet.
Bobby Lashley. Like I have been since the first time I saw him on WWE television. And I made the joke the first time I saw him. I said, that man can throw me. And I was not even playing. I love him. When he first appeared on AEW, I almost cried because I thought,
Yeah.
Hey,
like, I was just like, he's
I was
gonna get the
fucking
push he
lit when he showed
deserves.
up.
And then Shelton
Yes!
Benjamin was also there, and I was like, okay,
Yes!
like I don't remember Shelton Benjamin as much in WWE as much as I remember Bobby Lashley. But again, I had very much tunnel vision when it came to Bobby Lashley.
No, no shit. They didn't use Shelton on TV nearly as much as they should
Yeah.
have. N
Um,
not at all.
Yeah.
Criminal.
yeah, Bobby Lashley is almost 50. He's 49
Wow.
years old. And is
Wow.
I'm, I'm
And he looks
that
the same as he
entire
did in 2006. That was 20
yes,
years ago.
It's
yes. That man has
ridiculous.
not aged at all.
Uh-uh. Mm-mm.
And I'm just going to complain for 1 second about the
Oh.
dumbass storyline in WWE where they made him lay in a bed with fucking Lana like she was cheating on Rusev with Bobby, which I mean, like, also low key jealous, but like, not the time or place for that. I hated that storyline, and that
I
ruined
hated
a
that.
lot of storylines for me, and it ruined
Yeah.
WWE because that's when I started tuning out the first
That
time.
was when I started tuning out as well. That fucking storyline was a Lana and Rusev fucking vanity project. That did not help fucking Lashley at all.
Like,
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry, like
hated it.
Bobby Lashley is so good in ring compared to
So
like I don't
good.
really get the hype around Rusev. He's never been like. But then again, I said that about Andrade, and now I'm watching Andrade's current run, going, okay, I take everything bad about you. I said back,
Yeah, he's killing it.
but
He's
like,
living his best life right now.
Speaking of Andrade's, so I call these three guys they're triplets, but one of them's white, one of them's black, and one of them's brown, and that would be Andrade, Kenny Omega, and Swerve Strickland. Um,
my, you
all
just
three
named
of
like
them. Whenever they have a match, I'm like, oh, this is just a mirror match, but it's the brown version and the black version this time. Or, oh, it's a mirror match, but it's the vanilla version and the black version. That was
do not
yesterday,
get me started on the
so
fact that AEW made me choose last night because I'm not happy with AEW.
yeah. Well, it
Swerve
was
Strickland could have
February.
had Kenny
I
Omega
chose
go out in a
Swerve.
stretcher, and I still would have been like,
And
he's dead.
that's like the only dude that could get away with that. Everybody else, it would have been murder. You know what I mean? But
Oh my
Like,
God,
Swerve has
yes.
turned on
Oh
every
my
member of the
God.
elite, and we're all just like,
no.
nah, he's the most
Okay.
dangerous man for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now
it's okay.
Swerve is legit probably my favorite wrestler right now, I would say.
I don't
He's my
even
favorite.
like think it
I have to put
compares.
I have categories actually, so I have to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
I mean,
me too.
if
I
you were
very
to
much have
ask me my
categories.
top male wrestler right now, listen, we all know I love Kenny,
Mm,
but when Swerve is in the ring, I stop.
yes,
He's
Like,
incredible.
I
yes.
have
He's incredible.
his talent, his on mic talent. I mean, and I
He's
Yeah.
just
gotten way
like
better on the mic.
yeah. When I think of
Insane.
fumbles, he is one of the first people I think of. Like, I mean, honestly, I think it's him and Ricochet. Like, I truly think there's only been a few true fumbles.
True, true. Yeah, yeah.
And that's Swerve and Ricochet because you look at
Mm.
them now and they are like, and I would type Tony Storm, but we're not
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
her.
yeah. No,
For sure.
Swerve and
That was
she gets
Ricochet are
crazy.
enough.
true fumbles because, like, look at them
Yes.
now.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, Swerve has completely come into his own as a wrestler and as just
yeah.
a talent. And
Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah.
yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm very, very
Swerve
vocal
is
about how
representing.
absolutely, yeah, obsessed I am with Swerve Strickland. That man can do no wrong.
no wrong. No wrong.
No
Like, no wrong.
wrong.
He literally
He,
murdered Kenny,
oh,
and I'm like,
well,
I, I,
yeah.
I,
It's a
And shout out
fight.
to him because his indie name is Swerve Shane Strickland. Hey.
Oh,
I forgot he
yeah.
had this Shane in his name.
Yeah, I'd
That's
forgotten
why
about that
MJF
too.
always calls him
Calls him
Shane.
Shane. Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
I always forget that. And now I'm just like, oh, we potentially are getting MJF versus Swerve again, and now I'm just
Very excited.
I'm
No,
thinking about that.
But now Swerve, I would say is my favorite main eventer. I think
Hmm.
that's the category I put
yes,
him in.
Yes.
He's my
yes,
favorite
yes,
main eventer
absolutely agree. Hmm.
because
As soon as
Ricochet
he,
is also my favorite
Oh
wrestler.
God.
yeah, but
I
for
I'm so
different
absolutely
happy
category.
Ricochet proved us wrong. Like we always knew he was good in
yes.
ring, right? Like there was never denying his talent in ring. Him right now, just when people say Ricochet sucks on the mic, I'm like, yeah, you haven't watched him. Because
Yeah.
like who could say he true like Mercedes struggled when she came over.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
but promo was
Ricochet
always her
was
low
always her
point, even
struggle.
in Wubbly Wubbly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ricochet came over and it was like he didn't miss a beat. He was like, "Hey, I'm
I can be me now.
yeah." And that's what happened.
Yep.
And
I got
oh,
he
No,
is a
he's so
wrestling
good.
fucking treasure. Oh
he is
my
he
God.
like to me he's a national treasure like Harley is a national treasure. Like
Yes,
but in opposite ways.
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
I
And
oh
the
God.
and the way
Just
that that man performs in the ring now
it's
with
so
a little bit of
beautiful.
stupid. Oh,
See,
fuck,
I
I
just think
love
Ricochet's
it.
a
He's
very
so
beautiful wrestler in the
good.
ring. Like
I
like
agree.
I've never seen
He's
someone
yeah,
execute
that's my
moves
guy.
as pretty, like as Ricochet does.
So smooth. He's so smooth, like,
It's that
and he's
bald head.
funny. Bump his ass off, like he's man. Shout out
Mm-hmm.
Rick. Shout out Samantha Irvin as well. You know,
Oh
because
wait,
she's
see that her non-compete
widely
is up.
widely
I don't
considered to
know
be the
what's gonna
greatest ring
happen.
announcer of all time. Like she's up there in people's minds with Howard Finkel. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like
Can't
she's
believe they
really
let her go. She's so talented.
So
and
I know
you know,
doesn't want to be an in-ring announcer, but I just want her to do one match for me.
Oh,
I want
just
to hear her say Kenny Omega,
oh yeah.
yeah, that would be really cool.
and then
What
she can
I
go back to
want,
being a manager or
Yeah.
whatever her dream is.
I want her to be like Ricochet and or the Demands manager, but I
Yes.
want
Mm.
her to like kind of do what Paul Heyman does, where he'll take the mic from the announcer and do her own announcing. I think, but
Yeah.
she should only do it for them.
And Kenny Omega.
Yes.
Like,
Just
shit, I
imagine her
got
saying
this.
Kenny Omega. Like, I'm
I got
sorry.
this dapper yapper, get out the way. And then she brings out Ricochet and then
Yes.
Demand, you know, but she's like
Oh God.
arrogant with it.
Can
And
I
now her and
also
Ricochet
Like
could
she
tag
knows
team
she's the
trolls
best
online
in-ring
together.
announcer. Like,
have
Right.
and just like kind of like mimics what because that's going to piss off people so much.
Howie,
And
can
now
I
she
have her
has her
sing on
equal
their way to
troll
the ring
partner
as
in
well?
Ricochet. They could just tag
Yeah.
team people online together and just because you know Ricochet lives for it. He's all
He
day on Twitter like,
does.
let's go.
Oh, I him
I love him for
he's up there
that.
with people who cannot seem to understand. People constantly want, oh, I can't believe it's like, oh, why do wrestlers don't keep in character, keep in gimmick? Ricochet keeps in gimmick. No, he's just an asshole. He's not a nice
Yeah,
person. Do you
right?
think
It's like,
Samantha
no, it's just
Irvin would have married someone like that? Like,
Right,
right. Right.
right.
I'm just
No, for
saying,
sure.
Exactly.
you're jealous.
Shout out
It's
Ricochet.
because you're jealous of Ricochet being married to her, and
Hmm.
that's why
Yeah,
you want him to be an asshole.
Yes.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
just
I'm
pure
jealous of
jealousy of
Ricochet
the
too.
man.
Like, I'm also jealous of Samantha, but like, that's neither
I'm gonna
here
Jealous
nor
shout
of
out
there.
everyone.
a couple of other people that Swerve was affiliated with, you know, just you know to show spread the love, you know. Shout
Please
out
do.
BFAB.
Yes.
Um, shout out Keith Lee.
Oh,
Shout
Oh,
out
I really hope
yes.
Keith Lee's just recovering and
yeah. Yeah. I think I think he's okay. I think health wise, you know, he's just taking it easy, you know. But and
he
then
has long
also
haul,
shout
right?
out yeah. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I heard. So
yeah.
um and then shout out his wife, Michin, you know what I mean? Um She's always holding it down, representing for us. A lot of
Very
people like to
much.
or on the Asian side, and she's like, no, I am
I know, right?
very much black as well. And if you follow
Yes.
her on Instagram, that is a black woman. You'll know, like, you know what I'm saying? So
100%.
shout
100%.
out
Don't
Mia
erase
Yim
her
for sure.
blackness.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right. That's right. Um, and then shout out what's his name? AJ Francis, is that is what he goes by? Top Dollar. Over in
Oh,
TNA. And
Yes.
then
oh, is that what he is now?
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he's been
AJ
there
Francis.
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
honestly,
I don't know
TNA,
what
no
the other guy's
idea.
doing. I don't know if he got released or if he's just, low key somewhere, but shout out to
Mm.
Shanti the Adonis. He was part of the group too. So
I
he
wonder what
hit the
happened
road.
to
You know what I mean?
him.
That was Swerve's crew before he went to
Yeah.
AEW. Shout out all of
Mm.
them. Um
I wonder what
who else
happened to
do
him.
I want to shout out? Let's shout out Naomi, you know what I mean? I hope the
Oh, I
Yes.
was gonna
pregnancy
bring up Naomi.
goes well.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
I
been
still, when I want to get super hyped, and this is mainly because I also hate WWE and their current entrances,
The
she might
currentness.
have my overall all-time favorite entrance with the glow song.
Are you telling me
yeah.
they don't do Glow Song no more? Bring
No,
it
no, it's
down.
something else. I mean, I don't watch anymore, but it's not the
She completely switched gimmicks. She has like a hardcore, like
yeah,
almost death
Oh.
metal now.
yeah. It just
Oh.
doesn't have the same appeal. And
Yeah, she's a
you
bad
know
guy. She
what?
became a heel right before she got pregnant.
Yeah. Jay Jay
I'm
just
sorry. Mm.
is it which God, I confuse.
Jimmy.
The Heat brothers.
Jimmy. Jimmy.
Jimmy, I'm gonna give you the same warning I gave Sammy. Like I know you guys that you wanted this and you guys were trying for a long time, but can you let her go on her heel run? Because I do like Naomi and I do watch what she does. And just a shout out because
Yeah.
Mercedes and Naomi get a lot of shit for walking out and knowing their worth.
I will
And I
defend
hate
that
that
until I
because
die.
that took a lot of fucking guts
Ooh, yeah.
as two black women to
Ooh,
literally go
yeah.
to AEW to WWE and say you're not treating us right. You are treating us like we are champions of your tag division and you're treating us like we are jobbers and that's not okay.
Yeah.
And I always loved Mercedes and I loved Naomi, but like my respect for them walking out
As
like
people.
as women and women of color was just like I was like I thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Like
Fuck yeah.
you stood on everything. You knew your worth and more. I think just in general people need to see that and understand that and like give them fucking respect for that. Naomi was able to come back. Mind you, it's not like she wasn't married to Jimmy at this point either. Like she came back to WWE on her own fucking merits for what she did in TNA.
Yes. Yes.
Like
Exactly. She went, fuck
Mercedes
it, I'm doing it.
and New Japan, WWE wanted her back because of what she was fucking doing over there. Like
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
they will forever have my respect for that moment.
100%. 100%. Absolutely. I'm very, very proud of them.
And it's
Very,
why it
very
pisses
proud
me
of
off
them.
when women say that they were selfish in that moment.
Not allowed. I will not allow that. Mm-mm. I'm sorry.
No, no,
I'm
no.
not allowed.
You are not going to hear that from me ever. Because,
You know who would never call Mercedes selfish? Who still works for WWE? I bet Bianca
Mm.
Belair.
yeah, because
Because
Right?
Bianca Belair
they
owes
had
her level of success because of Mercedes.
because Mercedes put her over.
Yeah.
Mercedes put her over, and
She did.
they were the first two, and as of now, only two black women to main event WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
For the
And that
title.
was
So
how
that's
long ago
five.
Mm-hmm.
now?
It's been a while because, I mean, Mercedes has been, that was what,
Oh, I
right
didn't
Yeah,
after
even
the
write down the
pandemic?
date on that one.
It was like right after I was still in Connecticut when this happened.
that
So
was maybe
I know.
2021.
Yeah.
Was it 21, was it? Was,
I think
was
that was
that a
21.
crowd?
And I also cannot
Yeah,
look
there
like
was a cry.
Bianca Belair is
There was a
another
cry.
one who's just
Because they
like
both started
ev-
crying right before the match, and then they had to like hurry up and get their shit together.
Mhm.
Like,
I
Oh, yes,
remember
I've
because
seen I've
I
seen the clips. Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember watching that and like I can't imagine what they were feeling because I was
Mm,
feeling it.
mm,
Mhm. Yep.
yeah. Yeah. And that's
There was
what
a
You could
long
really,
see
time
it
where
in their
I
faces
was
and
calling
like
Bianca the best wrestler in WWE. Like there was a solid period of like maybe
mhm.
3 or 4 years where I was like, she's the best just wrestler. End of sentence.
Like
Like,
male and female. Like she is
yeah, like she can do everything.
mhm,
She can do all the
yes.
strong person shit. She can do all the flippy shit. She's
Mm,
fast. She can
mm-hmm.
sell. Like she can do everything. Like she can
Yeah.
literally do everything. She's pound for pound the strongest person in WWE because like
mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Fuck yes.
yes, there are
Fuck
men who
yes.
are stronger than her. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like pound for pound, meaning
Yes.
can you lift all your opponents over your head? No, like some people can't lift the Big Show. You know what I mean? Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
maybe can get him up for an F5. He's not going to gorilla press slam him. She can
No.
gorilla press slam Nia Jax.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Right?
pound for pound, the
Uh,
strongest person in WWE. You know what I mean? And
I
speaking of
remember
Nia
there was a
Jax, shout out
time
Last Legend. That's her new
where
partner, and she's been doing her thing.
she was body goals for me. And then I was like, I'm
Yeah,
never
Bianca.
gonna look like that. Like, because I don't have her discipline. So but
yeah, her
her
That's
discipline's
and
a
Jade
insane.
like
lot
are
of
like
discipline.
I've never like just seeing strong women like that is like and
Oh,
I'm
it
just gonna
fills
say,
me
hey
with joy.
Bianca, I know of this promotion where like different styles are highly encouraged and like you
They'd like your
can
husband too, a lot.
yeah
Yeah.
They'd tr-
yeah
Yeah.
they'd
yeah
love
Yeah.
Montez Ford.
like
I'm just
but you
saying.
should come to this
The
other
same.
promotion where you could utilize more of your skill set.
Be maybe a little bit more appreciated.
And maybe then you and your Mercedes could main event the first ever AEW women's
That would be good.
be
I mean,
the
you could.
yeah I mean
You
it would
could.
just be you and
Just putting it out
Mercedes
there.
just putting
You
it
know what I'm
out there.
saying? I mean, while we're at it,
Yeah.
shout out Jade. You know,
Yeah,
like she's not the
Oh,
greatest in
yes.
ring worker. We all know
no,
this,
but
but
she is a
she
talent and
and she did a
like
lot for AEW. Like that
yeah.
TBS run,
hmm
it was, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't the best matches, but it was an impressive run. We were all like, who is going to be the one to take the belt off
Take her down.
Jade? Which
I
was
did
the
Yeah,
not
point
have
of it.
Chris Statlander, let
it
me tell you
was.
that.
Pardon?
Yeah,
I didn't have Chris Statlander.
I didn't either, and I was hyped. I was so happy.
Yeah.
Like that was yeah. The I miss Jade a lot for her allure.
Hmm.
Like
I
I
miss
don't
Yeah,
Jade.
yeah.
I was a massive Jade fan.
Oh,
Massive Jade fan. I was
yeah.
so
So,
gutted when she left.
me too.
so
So
I
I
definitely
fucking
was
want to
I
shout
gutted.
was
her out
really
too.
sad and I was really hoping WWE knew what to do with her, but she's kind of fallen into that same
Hmm.
cycle. And a
My
lot of
love
it's
was
because she's
telling me
not the
that
best
she
in-ring
hasn't.
talent. But
My love was saying that she hasn't
100 days
defended
in
it.
matches.
Yeah.
hmm
And I know she's not great, but
How do you expect her to get decent at
Yeah, how do you
all
expect her to get better
if
if
she
you're not
doesn't
yeah.
putting
ever wrestle?
put her in a
Yeah.
program with someone like an Io Sky or a Rhea who can
Somebody who
Yes.
can work,
carry
yeah.
her through, which is
Yes.
what people give shit for how AEW booked her, but AEW put her in with talent who could carry her in
Competent
matches,
people.
Yes. Yes.
or they put her in squash matches, which
Yes.
not also the worst thing. Like, but when she
No, no,
did have
no.
major matches, she was with people who could. I hate
Who
saying
can make her
carry, but
look good?
carry her and make her better.
No, no, no,
Like,
no, but they did because she flew up like really, really, really quickly. And
mhm.
there was
Yeah,
another
everybody
reason
knew
why I
she was
was
green.
really, yeah, yeah. But I still fucking loved the entire, just the entirety of Jade. And when she had that got to have that moment with like her fraternity sisters, fuck me. I know nothing about all this kind of stuff. Me and the amazing Shane actually had a little conversation about this in our one of our pre-get-togethers for DCMD. And he filled me in on a whole bunch of stuff. But I was like all emotional for her because I was like, I can tell this is amazing. And it is more diverse, strong, powerful women on television,
Hmm.
which I'm always a big fan of. And yeah, so I was really gutted that she left
Yeah,
so
shout out to
quickly.
AKA.
Fuck yeah. I was gutted that
Yeah.
she left so quickly. I
Yeah.
think if she'd stayed with us for like another contract cycle and
I
then
think AEW could
made the
help her in
decision,
ring
I
growth,
think so.
but
I think a lot, yeah, because I think she was really getting there. And with Stat being back, from her injury. They could have like had like a really good rivalry.
hmm.
Having
Megan Bang.
Kiera,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
exactly. Could you imagine having like Kiera and also like Layla Gray partnered with her as well? They would have because they've got a lot of fucking indie experience under their belts before they even came to AEW. Kiera
Mhm.
especially had a lot of television experience from TNA. The building blocks were there, but yeah,
I would
she
have
wanted to go
loved
right
to
then and there.
seen Jade with like an Athena.
Oh
Right?
man.
Could you imagine
Like,
her being the muscle for Athena?
I mean, she would not have
And
been a minion, but like
No, 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 not in that
they
way.
would
No,
have
no,
been
no, no.
like they would have been like just like tearing everyone down together.
Yes, yes.
and shout out Athena because what
Yeah.
what what day are we on?
Oh, sorry.
I
Anybody
I
know?
lost
usually
count
have
after
this.
1,000.
I was gonna
And
say
We do
I think
not lose
Bex
count
knows.
around here. It is
and I'm just gonna like
1,160
when
something. I'll be back.
when we think about the fact that AEW's like longest reigning champions have
Oh
been
yeah.
black women,
Yeah,
All three
they
of
have
them.
actually
all
all three
three
of
of
them.
them,
Yeah,
TNT title, TNT title, Ring of
TBS.
Honor Women's World
Yeah.
Championship.
that's a
Yeah.
fucking good
It went
point. I hadn't even thought
from
about
Jade to
that.
Mercedes, and they Mercedes beat her by like she lost like soon after, like which we knew was gonna
Mhm.
happen. But like
Yeah,
To
yeah,
even
yeah.
Willow,
all
so shout out to Willow, which let's
Willow,
throw her.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
We love us some
my
Willow.
my my queen, my queen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You can kind
And
of see
love
her
and
through the blur. Um, yeah, I it's something like I think people don't acknowledge enough about what AEW has done for Black women talent because they've made a lot of their longest reigns. At least all the
yeah,
women have been Black
I
women, and
mean,
that's
I
fucking
would argue just
amazing.
black talent, period, because
Yeah.
they
mm,
don't. And that's sort of the point I was getting to earlier, where I was like, I mean, yes, times are different, whatever. WWE started in the 50s or whatever, and it took them until 1998 to crown a black
yeah,
champion.
yeah.
Whereas AEW, yes, different times, all of that is acknowledged. That aside, Swerve became champion in what was it, 2024?
Yes.
So
Yes,
5 years into the company being around, and at that point, you had
yes,
already had Jade as TNT champion for the longest
yes,
reign.
Hmm.
Mercedes
yes,
was well into her reign.
yes.
She was on her belt collector run at this point. Swerve and
Mm-hmm.
Keith had been tag team champions at this
Yes,
point.
they had.
Yes.
Yes,
Private Party had been
definitely.
tag team champions at this point, even though their reign wasn't great. They're still on the
But
lineage, and that
still,
matters.
exactly.
Um,
They were still put in the
when
position.
you go through the full lineage of those titles one day, their are on that
Are
list, so
going to be
it
on
counts.
there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Um,
And now
Hurt
And shout out
Syndicate
to Private Party for what I assume is still
for
being signed.
staying.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm assuming that they saw the grass was not greener,
that's what I'm thinking.
and
They were like,
I'm
"Oh,
very
fuck
excited
that."
to see them get their push. Unpopular opinion, I'm really happy that they're not going them or the Rascals are not going up against FTR and losing on a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
I don't think it's time to have your Private Party return and lose and then
No, no,
have the
no, no, no,
Rascals
no.
lose on a pay-per-view till FTR. Like,
No, no, no,
And
no, no.
speaking of the Rascals, I don't know what's his new name. He was Wesley for a long time, but what's his name now?
Oh, is this Myron?
Nah, it's like
Oh, the other
Desmond or
one.
Damon or something like that.
honestly,
It was
I have not got, like, I'm still, my brain is like,
He's still
I only
Wesley
know the one that
in my mind, and I'm
was hired.
like,
Like,
every time they call
why
him, so
is
it's
that
like
the only
Damien
name?
or
I'm seeing Trey, and I'm like, it's not
Desmond
Trey. Trey
Xavier?
is not here.
yes, Xavier. That is
It's
Wesley.
Desmond Xavier?
He's
Okay.
Desmond Xavier. Yep, shout out
Cool.
him.
Cool.
Um, who else? Man, I got a lot of shout outs in AEW, man. That's the crazy,
There's
we
so
we could
many.
Layla Gray again,
STP,
just because we love you
just
and
because.
we wish you a speedy recovery. And thank you for replying to us on Instagram. We will never forget it ever,
We
and we
will
won't let
never
anyone else
ever
forget
forget.
it either.
No, no, no,
Um,
no. Let's
I
go.
have the picture saved in my phone as a screenshot. Like this happened.
I
So thank
still
you,
love that
Layla.
for both of you guys because she
Oh
responded to
man.
both of you.
Yes. I was like, I told Bex, I was like, I piggybacked off of yours immediately to just try to get a response, and it worked. So thank you for not being a hater. Um,
Oh, also, Scorpio Sky was TNT champion
Scorpio Sky.
Yes, he
Scorpio
twice.
was.
Sky.
And he got that golden ring.
Powerhouse Hobbs,
Bless his
and this
heart. Bless his
was
heart.
all before
Ricky
Swerve.
Starks.
Ricky
Ricky
Star. Well,
Starks.
Not
No,
Ricky
you're
Saints.
not
seriously.
gonna catch
Ricky
me saying anything
Starks.
nice about him.
No, no, no.
Hey,
I have a rant about Ricky Starks, right? Like, fuck him. He says that he wasn't given like chances or
He
whatever the
was.
fuck. I am sorry. I'm not getting men in blacked. Okay, you are
I
not
don't like none of that.
gaslighting me. Eh?
No, he
Any
was
of
given
that.
plenty of
I
chances.
don't like,
He just was not over with the crowd. And
Yeah.
including being
you had a match with
TNT
fucking Kenny.
champion.
Like, didn't he have a match? No, I'm thinking Ethan Page also had a match with Kenny Omega. But you had matches with some of the best wrestlers in AEW, and the
Yeah.
crowd was just never going to be on your side.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
wanted to be The Rock, and that's okay, but it's not working for you now either. So I don't know. Maybe it's a gimmick change.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
Exactly. He was
yeah,
given the fucking
but just
moments.
he's another one though that I am acknowledging just because he makes
Oh
sure
yeah.
to acknowledge
Oh,
blackness
100%.
Mm.
and I feel like that's important just because again we come in all shades, we look very different,
Yes.
there's
Hmm.
not just
Yes.
one, what I mean, thing, and he's got the Creole thing going, so he reminds me
Hmm.
a lot of my grandmother. You know what I mean? My grandmother is very fair skinned. She has blonde hair, like, but that she's a black woman though. You know what I
Mm.
mean? She just has the Creole because she's from New Orleans and that's where he's
Mm.
from. So it's like I could just see a lot of my family traits that are on my grandma's side of
Mm.
like people that I've never met, you know what I mean? But just like I imagine that like my cousins probably look like him. Like you know what I mean? Like that kind of
Yes.
thing. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I get that.
so I just want to acknowledge him, you know what I mean, for the month.
Oh,
But
please
no,
do.
that's
You
you
know
know.
what's
Yeah.
crazy while looking at a
Um
lot of the title histories?
Mm.
mhm.
Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio and Sky were the first tag team champions.
Yep.
That's wild.
Hmm.
Yep.
Shout out
Everyone,
Scorpio Sky.
everyone,
The Acclaimed.
yep.
The
Everyone was like, "Oh, it's
acclaim.
going to be the
Shout out
Buck.
the
Everyone's
acclaim.
going to be the Bucks. It's going to be the Bucks. It's going to be the Bucks." Nah.
Hmm.
Nope.
And of course, the
Not the
Hurt
Bucks.
Syndicate came in and dominated.
Yes.
And
Absolutely
then
dominated those titles.
I want to shout out Apollo Crews also because I feel like he's a very underutilized talent over in
Hmm.
WWE.
That's
Um,
really true.
He's
like
on my
Ah.
wish
he's
list of wrestlers
incredible.
I hope leave.
Move over, yeah, because he's too good to
Yo.
like. Apollo Crews could be. He's great.
I had
Like he's
forgotten
really
about
really
him.
good.
I was a massive fan of Apollo Crews.
Hmm. I have like a wish list.
While I'm
He's
on my
he's
Nigerians, you know what I'm saying? While I'm on my
Yeah.
Nigerian, shout out Omas. I am an Homo
oh I
sapien.
so
Absolutely.
yeah. I yeah, yeah.
I
I
wasn't
it's like,
watching.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I get like really attached to certain wrestlers, and
Actually
Omos is
do,
one
don't
of
we
them.
all?
I don't know if I think a wrestler can throw me, there's probably a chance I'm like,
That's the that's the
that's my
prerequisite.
that's my prereq. If I think you can throw me, I'm like, okay.
If we combine that with the toothpick, fucking hell,
The
you're
tooth. Oh,
done.
don't forget about the toothpick.
Books wants somebody to throw her like a toothpick. That's
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
And before anyone says, Mr. Books knows all this.
yeah, that's why we
Mr.
can
Books
talk
is
about it
I
aware.
tell
openly. It's
him
fine.
that
Yeah.
we're like when we were at Dynamite, um, in January last, so Fight for the Fallen was last January 2024, and no 2025, and Bobby Lashley came out. He looked at me and he was like, I was like,
Go
I have
ahead.
like my favorite picture ever of Bobby Lashley just like being all Bobby Lashley on the rope. And I'm like, and then the same night Powerhouse Hobbs called me adorable. I mean, if I was gonna leave Mr. Books, it was that night.
That would have been the time.
I would have left without. And I thought at the time Powerhouse Hobbs was like
Books, just so
32.
that you're
So I
aware,
was like,
she really loves you. There was so much temptation everywhere, and she stayed. She loves you.
Right, right.
well, he knows the list. He knows the list. He was just lucky at the time Powerhouse Hobbs was not on the list.
Yeah, very lucky.
Oh
And now
man,
one of the people on the
that's
list. At the time
hilarious.
there was only two
Shout
people
out
on
Love
the
that.
list, and one of them
Mr.
was not a
Book.
wrestler.
Yeah, shout
So
out Mr. Books. Bless him. Bless his heart. Oh my
I got a
goodness.
couple more. I got a couple more shout outs.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
see. Let's see. Some of the young up and comers. I'll show NXT a little love. Shout out Jada
Kevin Knight,
Parker. People
Oh
love
yeah.
Jada Parker. Kevin Knight for
Yeah.
show.
like
Oh,
Killing
for
it.
that
sure.
man is the future of wrestling.
For
And
I
I
sure.
love
don't.
Kevin Knight.
Me
Like,
too.
did you have you seen him move? Like
Yes.
he did something
I
off the
always make the
top rope the
joke.
other night, and I was like, he was on the other side of the ring. I was like, what the
I always
fuck is this man? This
I
man
always
can
make the
fly.
joke. He doesn't jump up. His legs are so strong that he pushes the earth down. Like
He
Yes.
flies. This man can fly. No wonder why
Yes.
his whole thing was being a jet, because the man can fucking fly. And
like
oh
he
Hell
my god,
yeah.
decides
I
when he
loved
wants to
him.
land. And like it feels like he'll jump up for a clothesline. The person's not ready to take the move, and he'll just stay there until they get there,
Right.
and then he'll
Right.
go on.
Like,
He's like, I'll just pause. It's all
Yeah,
good for me.
yeah, that's what it feels like. Like he's amazing.
Yeah. He's like,
And on
I
the
gotta
same
drop kick
token,
you.
I hear a lot of good things about Javon Evans on the
oh
WWE
yes.
side.
He's
We
another
People
don't
one
love
know
him.
him.
that
He's killing
if
it.
he ever went to AEW, I would flip the fuck out. Him and Obi Femi, like, are like
Yeah.
my like two of my like, oh my god, please realize the grass isn't green. Please realize the grass isn't green.
Yep. Shout out Trick Williams.
Ooh,
They're
I've heard
loving
I have
him
not
over
really
there.
watched a lot of him,
He
but
is
I've heard
fun.
nothing but great things about Trick Williams.
Yeah, they're loving
Yeah, I've
Trick
heard good
Williams
things
over
about
there.
him. Yeah.
And shout out Carmelo Hayes. He's always
Oh yeah.
been, in NXT, he was utilized great. Main roster, he's been, not so much. He's US champion right now though, so go, so that's
Oh,
hopefully that's a
Oh
start
that
to
makes
something
me
positive,
happy. I didn't know that.
hmm Yeah,
yeah.
so
That
Oh
gives
shout
yeah.
me
out
a lot of
Carmelo
joy
for
because I
that.
love he's someone who was like Ricochet to me, where I was
That's an
like,
ugly
God,
bride.
there's so much talent there. And
Yep.
Oh yeah, he
Yep.
looks good.
Yeah, so
Fucking
shout out
right.
Carmelo. Shout out his
Yeah.
wife, Kalani Jordan. She's doing her thing in NXT as well.
How do
Um
you spell her name? What was her name again?
uh Kalani Jordan.
Oh, that'd be with a K. Oh, Connie.
see,
Sorry,
it's weird. I know a lot of like Kurt, like, because
Huh? Wow.
I know, like, it's
Oh,
like, do I
yeah.
follow WWE? But somehow I know their entire roster right now. And I'm like,
Well, you know what it is with me, like because I don't really watch the product either, but I watch so much wrestling YouTube
Yeah.
that
So I've seen a
like
lot.
Ah,
I'm caught up. Like I know what's
Hmm.
going on, like because they review it all the time. So I'll be watching like the news,
yeah.
and then they'll be like, "All right," and we got 5
Sometimes I
minutes of
can
a
guess
review overall. I'm like, "All right, cool."
the
And then there's this
WWE
one dude. Shout
stories.
out this guy. Actually, he's a shout out this guy. Also, he's a black creator on YouTube. His name is C-Jax, and all he does is just shit on WWE
Oh,
Yeah.
say no more.
constantly.
I'm
It is
subscribing.
hilarious. So it is
Well,
hilarious.
what's his
Every
channel?
episode, it's C Jax and some numbers, but if you type in the letter C and then JAX, it'll pop up. Um,
Sweet. Nice.
all of his
Done.
videos are like the most garbage raw episode ever. Rant. SmackDown is
Subscribe.
unwatchable trash. Rant. Like,
Oh, his first thing says, "Oh, I realize that like you can't see because of my stuff." It says,
No.
the Royal Rumble was absolute garbage."
yep, yep.
I feel like I might
And
have
he
been
just
following him on TikTok.
Oh,
he's fucking
cool.
hilarious. So shout out to him. Because
Yeah.
that's actually how I keep up with what's going on with WWE. I watch his
See, I get
content.
a lot from What Culture and
I
Simon
just
Miller's Up and
laugh.
Downs, and where I play a game called "How Nice Is He Going to Be Today?"
Yeah, Simon is
And then
always
I
looking for
watch
the
Dynamite,
positive.
and I go, "What's he going to unnecessarily give a down so he doesn't get shit in the comments?"
Yeah. Then you go to his real channel and then he's telling you his
It's
real
like, "Oh, I
feelings. It's just
fucking
like
hate
AEW's
WWE.
awesome.
AEW is the best."
Yeah. Yep.
No, Simon
Let me
Miller
see.
pissed
Do
me
I got any
off
more
when he
shout
was
outs? I'm
discussing
sure
ice.
I left some people off the list, and obviously if oh, you know what? This is my last shout out actually. And still, if I left anybody off the list, clearly not intentional. We
No.
were talking about decades worth of wrestlers here, and there's a
Mm.
lot of you in the modern era who are doing your thing. So I tried to shout out everybody,
I
but
have
this
one.
person, I definitely want to make sure that we don't forget to shout out, and that is Chris Bay.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
yes.
Did you see him
Yes.
Chris,
on Speedball's vlog? Not this last
no,
one, the one before.
no.
Yeah.
Is he doing any
He's doing
better
good.
or
Yeah.
good?
He's
Good.
not
That's what
clear. And you can see that
I don't even
Kevin
care
Knight
about that,
and
honestly.
Mike want him, would love for him to come wrestle for AEW, but he is not clear. But uh, he's doing better.
They weren't even
Sweet.
sure if he was going to walk again, so I
Yeah.
don't care
No.
if he
He's
ever
he's
wrestles
he's you can
again.
just tell he's so happy because he's
No.
like, "I've now defied the odds."
Yeah.
Very much. Very,
And
very
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Now, I
Very
It's
would
proud of
love
that man.
if he were able to get cleared to wrestle again and he came to AEW. That
Mm.
would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Or he could just be a
join up with
manager. Like
the
let's
gang, you know
keep
what
him
I'm
safe.
saying?
He was, I don't want to say was. But we also don't know if he's gonna wrestle again, so it's one of
Right.
those things.
As
He
of now, it
was,
was.
yeah, as of now. He was so incredibly talented in the ring.
Yeah.
And oh
Yes.
God, like
Whoop, whoop. Too sweet. Whoop, whoop.
Oh,
That's
fucking
what I'm
A.
saying. You know, he come back, he'll be right. You know, he's got the squad already put together. You know what I mean? Ace
mhm.
Austin's over
They're
there
waiting
waiting
for
on.
him.
Like, yo, bang bang was good. Jay White's the
Yep.
one that
I'm
brought
pretty
you
sure he
in. Of
was,
course, you're.
oh God, he wasn't Kevin Knight. He was one of their first matches in TNA, which was a really cool like story to hear. Like, but yeah, he was backstage
Oh
at
yeah,
the Vegas show, I think.
Oh,
that's fire.
wonderful.
And he had like
Oh,
like
that
it was like
warms my
a special like
heart.
VIP bat, like you could see it, and
Yeah.
like so that made me like super happy because
I
you
bet
know,
everyone loved to see him.
yeah,
Ah, but there was a lot of love in that backstage. That
Oh yeah.
yeah.
oh, that's gorgeous.
I also want to give a special shout out to, I mean, I know we quickly discussed the New Day,
Hmm.
but my boy Kofi Kingston.
Oh yeah.
When they finally gave him the fucking world title, ah, I
Like
was on that
when
train.
they took it away, and I screamed for like the New Day was another one where the way they first came out was like when they had the Pancake Day, which
Mm.
oddly enough, I haven't watched
Mhm.
it yet, but I found one of the Pancake Day shirts at Goodwill and I immediately bought it
Oh,
because
yay.
it's bright orange and not my color, but like
Mm.
I the New Day is one of those um like groups for me.
Yeah.
I I was so happy for Kofi Kingston that day and so incredibly mad. So incredibly mad. I probably
Yeah,
have
that
not
Hey,
was.
recovered
and
from
Big
that.
E. Shout
Mm.
And
out Big E also.
Biggie,
We were just talking
Oh,
about
fuck yeah.
Chris Bay. Big E's situation could have easily been the same thing.
hmm
Luckily he
Yeah.
recovered, I would say physically, like in a way to where he could live normally a lot faster.
Mm.
Um, but he recently flat out said he's
that he's
retired.
not,
So
yeah,
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
going to
he's
be
he
back in the
can't.
ring.
No,
for a while it was
no.
speculation. It was like maybe he's just,
It
really getting
was,
himself
yeah.
right. But he finally just getting very casually. He was like, no, at this
It
point I'm
was.
retired and I'm happy. It was like, all right,
Yes.
cool. You've accepted it. So if you've
Like,
accepted
I
it, I
know
can
he's
accept it
on
with you.
commentary and he's happy, so I'm
Yes.
glad for him. But I mean, like, like Xavier Woods also has like a really good friendship with certain members of AEW, and
Oh, hell
so
yeah.
does Kofi Kingston. And like, they're another one where I'm gonna give them the same message I gave Bianca. Like, grass is greener, and like, maybe you should come and have like a legendary match with these two boys from California that like to super kick,
Yeah.
because I think that would just be a fun match for everyone to watch.
Hell yeah. Wouldn't
Oh
it
yeah.
be great if we could have like a real forbidden, when, yeah,
A
like a
real
real
Forbidden Door.
forbidden door?
Like, I know everyone says like the Bucks versus the Usos, but I'm like, oh, the Bucks versus the New Day.
Yes, please. That's what we
Like,
want. It might
that's
be
what I
what the
want.
kids
Yeah.
want,
Yeah.
but what we want.
I think you got to do the Bucks in the New Day. I think you
Yes,
would.
100%.
Because I mean, those are my
100%.
like. If you were to ask me my two favorite tag teams, it like I have never
I
not
actually
loved
think
the
they
New
should do the
Day.
Guns versus the Usos. I think that would be more interesting.
Yes,
The Guns and the
That's a
Usos.
great book.
yes,
Yeah,
I think that would be better.
I
I think so too.
agree.
And
That
and
would be
it's not because I
awesome.
have the Bucks versus the New Day so set in my mind that I have never let go of that.
No, no, I love that idea.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea. While we're on the subject of tag team wrestling, um I would I would like to before we potentially skedoodle off, I know it's getting quite late for certain
I
people
didn't
on this
even
call.
notice what time it is because I got all this energy.
Oh yeah, no, I've been looking.
Yeah.
I've been looking. I'm like, we're gonna wrap up here soon.
I started talking about
Midnight.
Bobby Lashley and I got all hot and
Time just disappeared. Like his
what?
age.
It
It makes
really
sense.
did. It really did. It really did. But everyone knows I am 100% mad at Booker T. And the reason why I am so mad at Booker T and how he is now is because when him and his brother Steve was it Stevie
Stevie
Ray,
Ray.
when Booker T and Stevie Ray were Harlem Heat with my girl Sherry, Sister Sherry,
This
that
Sherry, that's right.
Sister Sherry, that was my wrestling right there. That is what
Yeah.
I watched WCW for, to see my boys, Harlem Heat, coming out looking like $1 million fucking dollars, being in the
I just made a
ring.
connection. I just
Yeah,
made a connection, Bex. I just
yeah,
learned something about you right now.
yeah.
Why you
What's
like,
it?
and shout out to this group as well, because I'm glad that this happened actually, because now we're not forgetting them. Shout out to STP, Shane Taylor
Yeah.
Promotions. That's why you like them so much. It was that entrance, Harlem Heat's
Yes!
entrance to the ring where they were just talking shit. Just,
Yes!
yeah, we can fuck these fools up. These suckers don't
Fucking
know what's
A!
coming.
Yes!
Talking cash shit on the way to the ring. That's the same shit Shane Taylor does, and it just gets you so
Yeah!
hyped for the match. Like Shane Taylor
So
is one of
what?
Shane Taylor's greatest shit talkers on the way to the ring of all
I love him.
time. And that
Love
directly
him.
reminded me of Booker T. As soon as you took me back to Harlem Heat with Sister Sherry walking them out, I was
Yeah,
like, that's Shane Taylor promotion, but just in the
that's
90s.
so
I
Can
get
we
it.
please
true.
have a list of things to watch?
Oh, absolutely. We'll hook you up, babes. We will hook you
Oh yeah, we
up.
got you.
Oh my God,
I
that's
can't
such a
believe
great
we
little
forgot to
connection.
shout out the most juicy wrestler of them all.
Oh, Queen
Our
Amanada.
queen,
Oh,
Queen
Huh?
Hamanata,
The
who also
Queen
is coming back from
she
a
ain't been on
very
TV
bad
in a minute.
injury.
I was gonna say she
Hmm?
ain't been on TV in a minute. That's been the problem.
See, I watch
Yeah,
her
that's
vlog.
one.
I watch her vlog. So my week consists of my family, the Young Bucks, and Queen Hamanata. Just because I love hearing her say juicy. There's something of the way she says juicy that's just
Hmm.
I'm like,
That's just
I
juicy.
never really questioned my sexuality until hearing her say juicy.
She'll
And
do that to
No.
I'm like, there's it's you.
you. No, I agree. And so, and a little team before we go that's been on the tippy tip of my mind that I would also like to just give a little bit of shout out to because bless their hearts, when they were first in AEW, they blew everyone's mind. Everyone's fucking mind. One of them got injured. That whole like tag team of them kind of got put on the back burner for a little bit, and then unfortunately for them, a bunch of other very, very talented exactly, a very bunch of very talented high flying wrestlers came in, and when they were finally back, they got left behind, unfortunately. But I do see them coming back, and that is fucking top flight.
Yes.
Shout out to
Yep.
Top
Shout out to
fucking
them,
Flight.
yeah.
It's been a
Um,
rough going for you guys, but I feel like there's momentum coming. Zeta Steel works so well as
we
well, pumping
forgot
them
one
up.
very
And who
important.
else they got, Bex? Who else do they have in the group? That's of course assuring them top flight success.
Layla
I mean, I think
Gray.
it's a little like biased, but I'm gonna let you have it. But we also
You
forgot
better
another very important black wrestler in AEW
give it.
because she was also the first trans
Oh,
wrestler
Nyla
to
Rose.
ever
I meant
be
to
yes.
bring her
a
up earlier.
champion, and that is Nyla Rose.
I meant to
Nyla
bring her up
motherfucking
earlier. I
Rose.
swear she was
She's
on
been
my
on the top of
brain.
my
Me
like
too,
I've been
I
yeah.
going through
promise
my
she
list and
was.
I'm like, who am I like I've had a list like going and going and then we get distracted and I go, oh my God, Nyla
Nyla, we
Rose.
love you. I promise that wasn't
Like
intentional. We
she
absolutely
No,
love you.
has broken
no.
down so many fucking barriers
So many.
and
So many.
And
I
she's
also
fucking
have
hilarious.
see
She's
I have
so
her little
entertaining.
I have her brawler back there because
Oh,
I
I
I
love it.
love her so like
Yeah.
and
This is a
I think
Yeah.
three-peated
she's
stand
very
of
happy
Nyla
doing what
Rose.
she's doing backstage right now because she seems to be backstage a lot. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I would
She's
love for
still
her to be back
there.
on TV, but it,
I was gonna say
you
she's
do
still
you,
on
boo.
uh all the
The
people's
gaming stuff and
Instagrams, you know what I mean?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. 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 Yes.
Like
do
Yes.
do
she
Yes.
was
you,
at all
Yes.
boo.
the events. She was at Max's wedding, you know, so nah, it's
Yes.
still
Yes.
you know what I wonder if she's taking a back seat for safety, you know,
Oh,
just
that's
with all the
honestly where
That's what
I've,
I
yeah.
thought.
with all the
Yes.
rhetoric, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like everything,
Yes.
Hmm.
you know, the way they're
Yes.
talking, like,
And
and
Yes.
everything is so
people forget
anti.
AEW is a very southern based company where they're
Yeah.
a lot of their shows are in the South that have very strict,
Yes.
sadly have
I
laws right
mean,
now.
we were
It's
already
Yeah.
unfortunately the
getting,
world we live here in America. And
yes.
um I've that's kind of why I don't give AEW shit because I'm thinking there's a lot. I don't think it's about not wanting Nyla on TV.
I don't
I've
think
never,
that's it at all.
I think it's
no.
about
They
making
would have never
sure.
made her a champion and given her all
Oh
the
yeah,
TV time that she was
like
getting before. Like
and
there's
because
it
she
seems
was
like
a
it
champion
very
pretty
coincides
early
with it.
on.
Yes.
Like
Right.
She
It
was
was
they
a
her
didn't
and
have to
ticket.
Riho
do
in
that.
the main event for the title to crown the first
Yes.
champion, right?
Yeah,
It was her and
like
Yeah.
Riho.
Yeah.
There you
like
go.
they.
Like, you know, they know what they got with with Nyla.
Mhm.
And,
Mm.
you know, I think that's my guess, you know, that's just what I'm assuming, you know, with the way everything is just
Mm.
crazy right now. Like she's
Yeah,
probably
Yes.
like I still want to be involved. I'll still, you know, help with ideas. I can coach, I can produce, I can do whatever, but like maybe I'll chill
Yes.
being on camera for a little while. which
Yeah.
totally
Yes.
understandable if
Yes.
He has
that's the
not
situation.
badmouthed any of it
No.
and like has just been very supportive. So I
Yes.
think there's an overall like I think there's something bigger that we don't know about. And
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah,
it's
right.
blatantly obvious to be, I
yeah, I
mean,
mean,
just
because
it's
to me she kind of
glaringly obvious why she's not on
like
television.
why when she hasn't like why she started like to me the timing made sense
Oh,
because
'That's what
100%.
I'm saying.
like
It
100%.
seems to
Our
coincide
girl,
almost exactly when,
yes.
yes.
Orange Man
There
got
was
in
a
there.
exactly that. Well, even beforehand, when Oklahoma made that ruling, that
Yeah,
was like the first little like, oh shit, like
yeah,
did she
oh
get in
shit.
Hmm.
trouble? And our fucking woman was getting like fans saying hateful shit, and there were like
Hmm.
signs and people that had to be fucking removed from the premises and
Yeah.
permabanned at the beginning.
Hmm.
And that was
Yeah.
without the way
Yeah.
that the world is now.
Hmm.
Fuck me.
I
Yeah,
mean,
enough. Whew.
credit to AEW for and this was, people want to give the Bucks shit, but they're the ones that banned that, the ones who made it clear that they were banned for life.
Permabanned without question. No, gone. You're out of here. We don't
So,
give a fuck. You're gone. Yeah, we
Hmm.
yeah.
would, and they even made a statement, I'm pretty sure. There was a full-on
They did.
statement that we're like not
Yeah.
putting up with that shit.
Yeah, we're
Mm.
not doing this. So,
Yeah, we're not doing this here.
She said
So
I
something
yeah,
about Malachi Black standing up to some fans on her behalf before as
that's
well. Like she
awesome.
you guys gave
That
him
is
props. And she was
awesome.
like, I never knew how, he was or whatever, but like, because I guess they just didn't really have a relationship at all. Like, you know what I mean? But
Exactly.
then,
yeah.
He's not the most conversational, social kind of guy. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it
No.
seems, so she just
Mm.
didn't know what it was, you know what I mean? But I
Yeah,
guess somebody, said something sideways to her and he stepped up on her behalf and she was like, oh,
yeah.
okay. Like, and then him being tight with Brody, of course, that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so,
I
You can't be
but
tight with
anyway,
Brody if you have
yeah.
anything.
It makes me very happy when we hear all these stories and like seeing how well AEW has done to put diversity first. It makes me very happy to be a fan.
Me too.
yeah,
And I'm getting it's like
it'll
emotional
be,
because I'm just an emotional person. But like it makes
it's
No,
the
it
me
makes
wine.
sense.
that goes into
Wino.
my system.
Lies.
I am drinking water, guys.
She's in black and white. She
Water.
wants it to be like film noir. She has to have her
I'm
emotional
in my
scene.
Tony
That's all
Storm
it is.
era tonight.
There you
No,
go. Oh, there you go. Saying.
when looking through their champions, like realizing how like AEW has just embraced this
Mm,
and continues to embrace being on the like right side of history.
yeah,
It's just such a great thing.
it is.
And
And they make it look easy too,
they do
which
make it
just
look easy.
proves that it's
That's the
all
thing.
like bollocks
It's
from before.
effortless.
Yeah.
Hmm. They
Exactly.
don't do it on they don't do it to and they don't do it to like to just
Virtue
to do
signal.
it. They
Fuck no.
they actually like do it because they just care.
Yeah.
And it's not like they put out their Black History Month post or Martin Luther King or any like post like that, and it's not performative because their actions
No.
continue to speak for it.
Yes.
Right.
I agree.
Which
I
Yep.
I'm gonna say,
absolutely
last I
agree.
checked, I didn't see anything from WWE. So
Don't expect shit.
I didn't either. I didn't either.
Yeah.
So,
so.
Don't expect
well,
anything.
I appreciate y'all having me on. This was dope.
Oh, thank you for
Oh,
coming
thank
on. I
you.
think you gave me life tonight
You
because I was
did.
Hey,
not
I'm
like
here for it.
when we were first
Yeah.
like starting. I was like, Laura was talking about
All
Bobby
I had to do was
Lashley. I
bring up
mean,
He was
Bobby.
at a
damn.
zero.
Yes. All I had to do was bring up Bobby, and then boom, there it was.
Straight at a 10. Tens across the board as soon as Bobby Lashley is
Oh,
involved.
well,
I love
you guys
that.
do not understand. I don't know what it was about him, but listen, I always say be respectful to wrestlers.
Yes.
Bobby is my
Yes.
my my exception.
And if
Like
you
if I
felt
Like
was in
weird
the
about
Anna,
it,
front
he
row
would
and
just
he
throw it
fell
on
on
you.
me,
So it's all good.
I would just touch his I would touch his arm. That's all. Just his arm. Like I just want to feel his arm. All right. He
You'd
has
be
nice muscles.
respectful
All
in the
right.
creepiness. Like I
Yes, and I would be
yeah.
respectful in a creepy way. Okay. Like Like just his arm and just maybe a finger.
Like I
Like I
wouldn't
would,
touch Layla Gray, but I might wave at her a little too hard. Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Like I just be like,
Oh,
I may break out in a sweat. Like that might happen. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna touch her. I'm respectful. You know what I mean? She has a
yeah,
husband, and you know what I mean? Like,
is Bobby
I'm gonna
living
but
in
look like a
February?
fucking idiot.
my knees may buckle. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to walk, but you know what I mean? Like, you
I
know,
mean, I turned bright red when Bobby Lashley was literally a foot
yeah.
away from
Like
me.
I may in fact turn bright red. Like that may happen. You know what I mean? Who knows? Like,
Yes.
I
Yes.
would also do that if Kenny
Yes.
Omega stood in front of me, but like, I mean, I would also probably respectfully touch Kenny and Swerve. Those are probably like my three, which should not surprise anyone if you ever listen to me talk.
Before we skedoodle, you just reminded me of this really fun thing. I don't know if they still do it in New Japan anymore, but like guys like Kenny, Tanahashi, Okada, and all that kind of stuff. Girls would have like the towels, and as they were like leaving the match, because they were all sweaty and stuff, and they'd like grab the towel and just be like, "Ah," and like hand it back to them, and then go do and like wipe off another bit, and these girls were like,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna go
I
into detail
understand that
tonight.
now. I understand that now.
Kenny Omega used towel.
Oh yeah.
Layla Gray,
Oh
if you need a
yeah.
towel guy, if you need a towel guy, Layla, I'm here.
He's a good one. I vouch for him. And with that, my people, thank you so much for Shane joining us on
Yes,
this
Shane.
beautifully unhinged episode of where are we? The Books and Big Show.
We're on the Books and Beck show. My brain is spiraling to everyone else now.
We're going. We're going down. We're going down. But go put in the commentos and such. You know, who are your favorite black wrestlers
Yeah.
and all that kind of
Yeah, let's
stuff.
give them all
And
shout outs because we know we missed
all shout outs
as
from
you saw
all over
towards
the
the
We
last
world.
had
20
Miss
minutes of this, we were just rapid firing like, holy shit, can't believe
shout
we
out
forgot this person.
Viscera. Shout out,
Viscera! Okay, so
yeah.
you just totally brought this into my head, right? Very, very quickly, right? So I cannot hear viscera being said. I've done this to myself, without me having to like vocally stem viscera and like the Sephiroth sound. So we'll
I'm
just leave
not
you
gonna
all with
not
that.
unhear that now, and that's what I'm gonna do.
What?
So thank you.
There we go.
Thank you. Because I need more
With that,
vocal stems in my life.
I know, right? Don't we all? Oh my God. I have been Bex Bastet, if you haven't realized. This over here has been the lovely
I'm
lady in grey.
I'm books. I'm timeless books.
Timeless books. This is the amazing Shane from Ethos Network and does
Oh, he's on
all
this
the
side of me.
amazing like
This side.
backstage stuff for Our Madness and
Yes.
DCMD and his own amazing stuff on the Ethos Network. So
Yes.
go check him out.
He does a lot of
Um,
editing for us, so he deserves a lot
the
of shout
man.
outs.
Yeah, he deserves everything he gets. If you see him in person, give him a good cunt from all of us, all right? And with that, we will bid you adieu.
You.
So, good night
Night. Mwah.
and goodbye.
Good night.
I did it. We did it. We